Thanks for joining us and welcome to PO Sports Talk. I'm Ed Gottwald along with co-host Joel Rainier. We got kind of abbreviated schedule this week, which is week 5, with only 4 games on tap. That's thanks to 2 games involving 4 of our area teams in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. And frankly, Joel, I don't see any close games at all this week.
I know this might be a week of blowouts, which we don't like, but that's just the way the schedule goes and the matchups. At least we're going to get at least 2 wins out of this week.
That's true. Friday's games include Chambersburg at Cumberland Valley at 7 o'clock, James Buchanan at Shippensburg at 7, Greencastle at Waynesburg at 7:30, and then on Saturday, Lawrenceville plays at Mercersburg at 2:30. Let's look at Chambersburg CV. On the one hand, you have Chambersburg losing to Central Dauphin East last week, which I don't think too many people expected, and Cumberland Valley just blew out State College, and their offense is just really rolling right now. So Chambersburg's not looking very good in defense. CV's looking real good on offense. That's not a good match.
No, going up there is always tough, and when you play a CV team that runs such a high-powered rushing attack, it's going to be, important for the line to play well. Chambersburg's defense with C.J. Johnson and Freddie Newton up front, they're pretty stout at that, but they just can't seem to stop, teams, especially that option that CV runs. It's hard to find where the ball carrier is, and by then it's often too late.
Yep, the wing tee can be confusing at times. They play sort of a wing tee, so they got the same look in practice, but CV does a little differently.
I think 1-3 is definitely a disappointment right now. I think Coach Saunders was thinking they'd be a little farther along at this point.
I think a lot of people thought they had a shot for 4-0, probably 3-1. So 1-3 that's a whole lot different, no question. JB at Shippensburg, you had the Greyhounds coming off a really tough loss in the LPGA game to Big Spring, and I think they're going to be a little mad this week.
They'll definitely be licking their wounds. When I was surprised to hear that they went for 2 down 20-19, you said you liked that call. I wouldn't have done it, but I guess what was Coach Faust thinking
Just
there?
Mr. Hindsight.
No, I think you carry momentum into overtime, and you have the best back in the Mid-Penn, possibly in Tade Stadium, which gives you a big advantage.
Well, I think the thing was they had just had this monster drive of like 11 and a half minutes, and they picked up first downs on, was it 3rd down 2 times and 4th down 3 times, and it just seemed like, go for it. It just seemed like, let's just finish this out and do it the whole way through. I'm not sure I agree with the play call, but it's just one of those things where, if it worked, it would have been tremendous, but it just didn't.
I was going to say, you have Statham, you might as well use him, but they decided not to, so where
well,
are we to?
I'm sure Big Spring was thinking that too.
Right, that's true.
And then James Buchanan, had a rough time with Gettysburg again last week, and, with Shippensburg's ground attack, that's going to be awful tough for the Rockets.
Yeah, I just don't see it along the lines. They just don't have enough big bodies up front.
And we have Greencastle at Waynesburg. We have a 4-0 team against an 0-4 team. Again, this is a rivalry, so sometimes emotions can play into it. And Greencastle might be looking ahead a little bit. Still don't know if that's enough to help Waynesburg.
No, I think this one screams mismatch here. I mean, Greencastle's just huge up front. They're playing really well right now. Just have a bunch of guys getting involved. It's not just a one-man show, so they can beat you from all different areas, and Waynesburg's just really struggled this year.
Greencastle certainly they already have 2 really big wins under their belt. Now they're getting into their league schedule. They just seem like they've got their act together.
And that Susquehanna Township win looks all the more impressive after they went up and beat Bishop McDevitt. Not saying Greencastle's better than McDevitt, but just shows you that Greencastle's come a long way with their program.
Yeah, and they're ranked number 2 in the district. The district power ratings came out this week, and they're ranked number 2 in AAA. And then Saturday we have Lawrenceville at Mercersburg, and once again we're kind of at a loss. We don't know too much about Lawrenceville, but
all I know is they're 1-1, and last year one of their only 2 wins was against Mercersburg, 14-0. So looks like Lawrenceville may have the edge, but it's at home again for the Blue Storm, so you got to tend to favor the home team a little bit in a close matchup.
Okay, that'll do it for this week. Thanks for joining us for Sports Talk. Have a good week, and let's hope the games are a little closer to what we thought.